D&D journey of the 5th edition. Join our various gaming groups as we play the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. And maybe just hang out and chat about gaming in general. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Okay, so y'all went back to the Sunless Citadel. Your beautiful home away from home that is actually your home.
Yes.
And when you reported
lands.
back about the whole reason why you guys retreated, anything special you wanted to throw in the old report there for why you were coming back empty-handed and a few goblins short?
Didn't retreat. It was a tactical repositioning. So, yeah, I mean, we obviously told the warlord that, we obviously lost people and things didn't go well.
On the plus side, he's out with his adventuring party and just has written directions for y'all, so that's kind of handy. He just expects you to leave some kind of report.
Yeah, okay. Then I will write that out. So he's out running around. So we still have to go. Where was it?
The idea was that you would go to the quarry to pick up the trail of where the slavers' base of operations is and go basically take them out.
Okay.
On the plus side, you do have one of the goblin captives that might be able to give you some clues. I mean,
Sure. Then we
right,
will...
Druid?
Hi, yes,
Oh,
right.
that one.
Hi,
Yeah.
it's me he's talking about. I thought I did. That it was up in the north
Uh-huh.
when he asked, right? Or do you want more detail?
That's good enough detail if you say you give him the detail.
Yeah, I gave him the first when we met.
Is there more direct route from this location?
Slightly more direct, but it's still a bit of a, where you guys were at the quarry was about the halfway point for the distance.
Okay.
Because then the quarry on the other side of the hill turns into grasslands and then, stark, horrible desert. That tundra-y desert, at least. Not that sand dune kind of desert. It becomes that Northern California desert, not the Death Valley's better, but, not the Lawrence of Arabia desert.
Oh.
All right. Is anybody needing supplies or anything?
I don't think so.
Maybe. Let me think.
I remember going wolf, and that was it.
Okay. We got foods, we got weapons. I guess we're good.
You have the wagon if you want to keep it.
Yes, donkey.
We're totally keeping the wagon.
You and Donkey have been through a lot.
It's a little quicker, so been walking.
We're just tiny little goblins with tiny little feet.
No comment.
Oh.
Oh?
Sorry. Hold on. My brain.
You're having a random thought. Please share.
What animals were in the sanctuary? Because once I see them, I can change into them, right?
Yep, pretty much the only thing you guys have in the sanctuary. I know your ranger was working on it, but he's only so far collected wolves, which of course you've already seen wolves, and a few riding animals like horses.
Okay, so nothing that I could use for any. Okay.
But like I said before, what animals have you witnessed? You tell me.
What? What? They just have to be medium, right? Or does it get bigger because I'm at a higher level now?
Well, there is a chart in the player's handbook that you'll want to look at for a druid. It'll tell you what the CR value is that you can be.
In the Druid page or in the back?
In the druid character sheet.
Character sheet?
On the character section.
Yep, I'm looking. Ranger. Druid. I'm back here. Druid! Da, 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 da.
To be precise, it's on page 66.
Oh, yay, I'm half now. No flying.
Now remember, you want to make sure you look at the Circle of the Moon part where it talks about your circle forms. Because that chart is a regular druid. You're better at shapeshifting than a regular druid.
Yeah, you specialize at it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd also have to figure out where I originally came from, too, right?
Yeah, that's up to you. That's your flavor text. You tell us.
I don't know right now. Too many things.
Close your eyes and tell us where your druid came from. See? You have to make that shit up. That is totally acceptable.
Alright, really? Swamp? So I can be a crocodile?
Well, if it's within the CR that you can change into.
Yeah, so that's the example they give for, it says beast shape on 4th level is a half no-fly steed example crocodile. But is that swamp or is that something else? I can't remember.
Now, did you, well, yeah, that would be swamp. That would totally be swamp. Okay. Did you look in the Druid of the Moon part?
I'm trying. I'm looking.
That's like 2 pages further. That's what she needs to look up real quick.
Because CR level yet?
Yeah, the chart is for level 4 is CR half, but Circle of the Moon can do a little better than that.
Oh shoot! I mean, CR half, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, but she's Circle of the Moon, so it means she can be a higher CR creature, right?
Yeah.
And
maybe.
what's it say on your druid?
I'm trying. I don't know where you're looking. There's so many words.
Okay, in the book, look where it talks about Druid Circle of the Moon.
Yep,
it's like 1 or 2 pages past where you were looking at that chart.
Yeah, 69.
Okay, so what does it say about transformation?
On the combat wild shape or?
Yep, on wild shape.
Oh, it's a bonus action. Or I can use a spell slot and gain something. Hit points.
Okay, that's just your regular transformation. What does it say about for the moon where it talks about...
Oh! Okay, hold on. Wild shape to transform into a beast changes rating as high as 1. You ignore the max CR column. I can be a 1?
You can be up to a CR 1 creature. Which is instead of being a wolf, you can become a dire wolf, which is a lot tougher than a wolf. Crocodile is a half.
Yes, it is.
But to give you an idea...
Giant spider.
Uh-huh.
Giant toad.
Happy. Okay.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Oh my. You put it there. I had to.
To give you an idea, the giant crocodile is... Oh, no, that's way out of your league. That's CR5. That guy's almost got 100 hit points, too.
Let's not do that.
His bite is 3d10.
Where does it say CR?
It's on the stat blocks. It's going to be underneath where it says skills, senses, and language.
Oh, challenge.
Yep. Anything that's a 1 or lower.
Giant spider.
Giant spiders are badass, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. In every D&D group I've ever played where someone has played a giant spider, they just kick ass.
Yeah.
They are a green rated animal or transformation. Direwolf is a blue, which is high, like most
Super powerful.
preferred.
Okay. That makes me feel better. Okay, I'm just
Deinonychus? What the hell?
how many can I change into? Do I have a limit or?
Basically, the only limit you have is how many times you can change.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to send you a link from D&D Beyond. You don't have to like log in or anything for it. But it's all swamp beasts that are from level 0 up to CR1. Just to make my life easier. It's going to come to you in the roll 20.
Giant toad.
Bigger version of giant frog. The toad adds poison damage to its bite and increases the size of creature which you can swallow to medium.
Yeah, you can eat regular-sized people.
Swallowing an enemy is still a great way to eliminate important single targets. Not usable until level 4.
Okay, the only thing that I'm seeing is that I still can't fly yet.
Yep.
Okay, no eagle for me.
Yep, no flying. That's super complicated for druids to figure out.
Okay, cool.
First you learn to walk, maybe crawl, and then you can learn to fly.
Alright, so definitely
and on that list I sent you, ignore swarms. You don't turn into swarms.
Did you send it on the texts?
In the roll 20, yep.
Oh, roll 20.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I just sent another chart that is really good. It basically color codes and rates the different forms and stuff.
And you can totally ignore in that chart I sent you the named ones, because they've got like a giant toad, but they call them Old Croaker.
Yeah.
Because they thought it'd be cooler to give them a name. So like giant spider, giant toad, those are the two big ones. You know, those are the ones I personally know that are badass in fights, especially if you use the
Dire
animal's
wolf,
ability.
they give the highest. Giant wolf, they give the highest rating for.
Yeah. Then you can go crocodile.
Where are you sharing these links?
In Roll20. If you look at the chat, it's at the very bottom. Make sure you're in the little chat button.
Okay.
Lions and tigers.
And bears, oh my.
Lions and tigers apparently
so
suck. Brown bears.
Okay,
I guess, but.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna put this in my little chart, character sheet too. So, hold on. That's wrong. Go away. What is happening? What did I do?
I don't know. You did something. We can't see what you're doing.
I'm talking to myself. Oh no.
You're clicking shit. We can't see what you're doing.
All right.
I shared in Facebook. I shared the RPG bot, which, like I said, it's kind of a rating. They do character classes and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of a user's guide.
And it color codes, blue being the best, green being like or blue fantastic option, green's a good option, orange is okay, and red's bad. That lists all the CR ratings and everything.
Did you call it an old croaker or just giant frog?
No, I said don't worry about named ones like Old Croaker. It's just a giant frog.
Okay.
They basically gave the frog a name, so that's why it comes up saying Old Croaker. Just like the spider one is a giant spider. It's just they gave her a name in that adventure.
Nice.
But you go on giant frog or giant toad? Because giant toad is a step up from the giant frog.
Yeah.
Both.
Giant toad is a little tougher.
Okay, then both.
Well, make a list and send it to us in the chat. So I can start adding those in.
Oh, I was just putting them in character appearances.
Because if you would like to have access to being able to click buttons for them, I need to know what buttons to make for you.
That makes more sense than what I was doing. Okay.
Closet Kodos? At CR2? Wow.
These are just things I've seen. How's that sound so far?
Yep. Well, that's the whole point. Is it's stuff that you've seen. It
It
has to be an animal that you have studied in nature.
I'm gonna say bear, but what size bear? Because it was in the forest that I was in, right?
I don't know. You tell me. You're making this shit up.
When you guys found me, it was a forest, right? Not like a quarry or something.
Well, they
Like,
found you in the quarry, but the quarry is located in the forest. Yep.
That makes more sense.
So maybe while you were captive in a cage, you saw a bear attack the orcs, and the orcs fought the bear off.
I'm gonna say... Okay, I'll just start that for now. That's it.
Okay. So what
Sorry.
all, as you guys are packing up at the Sunless Citadel and getting ready to, do your thing, what, if anything, are you guys leaving message-wise? What communication are you leaving that hey, we came back, now we're heading back out?
Yeah, just came back, dropped some stuff, re-equip, heading out to find to the camp to finish the deed.
The deed. In case anyone's sneaking and reading your notes, you're just going to call it the deed.
Yep. Yep. But basically, quarry's been cleared. And yeah, came back to supply and heading back out to finish the deed. The duty.
Okay, so is there anything particularly you guys picked up while you were there?
At camp, I don't know. Like I said, what kind of interesting stuff might be available back at the camp to acquire or peruse?
Nothing other than basic adventurer's gear, but you tell
Arrows.
me what gets
All
your
the
attention.
arrows.
Because when you say interesting, I say soup, and that sounds interesting.
Well,
Soup
any
for my family.
arcane like findings that might have wandered into camp?
In that regard, since the group's bugbear who's in charge of the magic books did not actually do that well when he searched it, give me an Arcana check real quick.
All right.
Did we leave those books?
I keep wanting to go. Did you got the setting yet? But no, we're good.
Wrong game system.
I know.
Ooh,
Nice.
That is a good roll.
I thought it was not too shabby.
Okay, so you go looking through the books that are there, because the bugbear was kind of really quick and dirty through his look. He rolled a 4 when he was looking through that stuff. So you give the magic books a perusal while you have everybody doing their stuff that's away from you, because it's good that you have free reign to the room right now.
Right.
So, Go ahead. You were starting to say something.
Oh, no. You're good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for you to.
As you know, you kind of like were perusing through things. As you did discover, and let's see if it's, do me a favor, even or odd.
Let's go on.
Okay, so the number is 1. You find a magic scroll in one of the books that was looked over. You know, kind of 2 pages must have been stuck together. Who knows why the guy had pages stuck together, but you know this happens all the time. And you managed to pull out what you know for a fact is a magic scroll. Now the question is, you know, when it comes to scrolls and all, are you going to, you know, try to memorize it or burn it as a one-shot spell?
Well, what is the spell?
With that arcane roll, you know what the spell is. It is Animate Dead. Ew.
Ooh.
3rd level wizard spell, Animate Dead, you know.
I can't cast that yet, but it would be definitely
I mean, you can
something
totally cast it
worthwhile.
as a one-shot spell, but that's if
Well,
you
yeah,
want.
it's a scroll, but
If
yeah.
you want to burn it as a one-time spell, or put that in your magic book to learn later.
Yeah, well, I'll kind of we'll take it for the quest as possible need, and toss it in my spell book.
As you know, slowly but surely, you know, Geldran sneaks that into his spell book and tucks it away when no one's looking.
For the cause of the tribe.
For the glory. Okay, so you guys basically replenished your arrows. You know, you've stocked up on enough food, which, you know, you guys are actually doing pretty good on food since you guys had looted a crap load of food. And I'm assuming y'all are leaving that firewood behind, right?
Yeah.
Emptying your
Sure.
wagon out?
Yeah, get a
Make
tarp.
it lighter for Donkey.
Yeah, and then like maybe if we didn't have a tarp, grab a tarp, and that way we can tarp it and keep the goods stored well up towards the front of the cart.
And
There's
also hide
totally
under
plenty
the
of
tarp.
filthy tarps with air quotes that you can use.
Yeah, that's fine. It covers it. So that'll work. But other than that, then, yeah, I don't got anything I need or can use that's going to be of use. So and if you guys are all equipped, I'm all equipped and ready.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you
All right.
guys heading back out there, and hopefully, are you trying to backtrack? Or are you heading a different direction that's hopefully shorter? I mean, since now you know the directions, you don't have to take that out of the way trip to the quarry.
Yeah, more direct if possible. Since I
Okay.
got skilled outdoor people.
I like how you put that. Okay, so you guys basically, you know, you're reconnoitering the direction you're going because you're gonna have to backtrack, and you got 2 new, really happy, hyper excited goblins joining you, and you realize that this is your life, that you have 4 goblins running around on a cart with you.
Yeah.
And a Borf.
And a Borf.
Yeah. That's all right. That's the life that is a hobgoblin.
Yep. Fearless leader.
Running around with the short people.
Okay, so which one of our nature-inclined folks is going to do the survival check?
Survival should probably be Talia.
Let me look at my survival. Yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, mine's 5.
Oh, no, yours is more than mine, so you should do it.
Okay, we could both go, right?
No.
Aw.
Basically, this is
I
one
give her
person leading the
advantage?
way. And
Can I
yeah,
give
you can
her
totally
advantage?
work together as we're getting this montage of the 2 goblins sitting there conveying who's looking at the map upside down wrong.
Oh,
and who's looking at the map right.
So
What?
you roll, and because I'm giving you advantage, that means you'll get the better of whatever pops up.
Right.
Yep.
I just, before we do that, what is your favorite terrain, Talia?
Forest?
And we're in a forest, aren't we?
You are in forest, yeah.
So is it still like the same where she, like, do we want to do the same thing, or is it going to be better if she does
No.
it? Because
Either way, it's going to be the exact same thing. You have a +5. I have a +4. We're getting advantage.
Okay, then here we roll.
Okay, so solid
Nice.
16. You guys are taking the wagon in a different direction than you did before. You know, things are going good. you kind of like, you've got the little caravan thing going on pretty pat at this point. You have it situated of Borf in the back seat. You've got, Tarkin perched up in his little spot. Quick question in regards to who is driving and who's on lookout. I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but I figure I'll just ask.
I would probably, maybe I'm on lookout.
Yeah, you should probably. Who can drive?
Not me.
Yeah, my perception's 0. I don't have any special animal handling, so.
Okay, I'm a 5 in
Or-
animal handling.
Yeah, or, landcraft driving or anything. I don't have that either, so.
The one who was really good at it, unfortunately, lost her head.
Yeah. So, my animal handling is 5. Does that count towards driving?
No. That could be used to settle the animal, but since you're basically driving a wagon, that's the difference.
Do you think maybe one of our new compatriots might know how to drive?
Oh, I could tell you for a fact you should totally put them in charge of driving. You should totally put them in charge of driving.
See, now that makes me not want to put them in charge.
Right. Yeah.
That shows good judgment.
Okay, fearless leader, you drove last time.
Yeah, I guess we're doing it.
Okay, so Geldran, go ahead and give me your just general land vehicles. I mean, you can put whatever proficiency bonus you're doing because you're either driving smart, driving nimbly, driving with determination. You tell me.
Yeah, I don't know what skill that would be, but
basically you just roll one of your stats since you don't have any proficiency.
I was gonna say.
Just click like a straight dex or straight intel.
Oh, okay. And let me go to intel. Where do I do that? There we go. Do we do it on the number box?
You can.
Right?
It should be the word intel. If you just hit the word intel.
Right, in the number box, not the saving area.
So, yeah, okay. Not the saving area because you don't get that proficiency.
Look at that, like a boss.
Wow, as he apparently paid attention to when Ragnar was riding, and he's learned all the donkey commands.
It did add the +4, I think.
Now, which one did you click?
The one, intelligence, in the stat box. The other's a saving throw, which would have added proficiency as well. So it's just.
Yep. If you click the word intel over the number 4, it'll roll just your intel with your +4.
Yeah, that's what I did. So
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So who's on lookout?
Talia.
I guess me.
Now, quick question for our wagon driver here. Are you driving like quickly? Are you driving regular? Or are you driving very slow and cautious?
Regular.
Regular? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, comfortable clip.
Okay, so go ahead and our lookout, give us a perception check.
Wow.
Damn, dirty 20. Okay, so as you guys come clomping out of the woods and it starts lightening up to nice, softer, light, sparse woods, you guys kind of like, look around as this is what you see. As your maps should be adjusting shortly. Yes. You're coming out to this nice area. It's nice and, midday, it's nice and sunny. You've been traveling about 2 days down the road so far. You're totally like, hey, we haven't seen any trouble. Things are good. All is good with life. We might see some loot and pillage time. As keenly our little ranger kind of, is poking her head up and looking. And for a fact that up here ahead, you hear voices. And they're speaking, the human tongue.
Okay.
And it sounds like There's more than a handful. In other words, more than the number 5.
I quietly convey this to the others.
As the others
Here's the
start
thing.
screaming,
They're peoples.
Charge to kill the peoples.
It's like, oh no, peoples.
So,
Humans.
so I will slow the pace down.
Okay. Now, we talking like ridiculously slow, or just at a pace?
I slow down and I will come to here and come to a stop.
I was going to say come to where? I didn't see a ping on the map. Ah. Aha. I'm going to say ping that spot again so I can move the cart and all of you in one shot.
Oh, we're under the
Now
cart.
we're under the cart.
Yes, because I had to make the cart a token to move you all as one chunk and not have to move everybody individually.
We zoomed and went under the cart. It's all good.
We're hiding under the cart.
And as you are, then you get this clear report once you pointed out where they were. You can hear these large, gruff group of humans that are talking really loudly. They almost seem like, they don't care that they're being overheard.
What are they saying?
You had a natural 20, so yeah, I'll give it to you. That they basically are celebrating something. Something about fleecing a sheep, something. Their conversation is kind of, it's very cliquish sounding for humans, so you're not quite getting the references they're talking about, shearing the sheep, and you're just like, what?
Okay.
And they don't seem to be cognizant of the cart coming?
They're gonna be alerted to that quite shortly.
Okay.
Maybe we should go in the opposite direction, because it sounds like there's more of them than there are of us.
But that is where you guys came from.
There's 5 of us.
Well, you said more than a handful. More than a handful is more than 5, I would think. Yeah, see, there's more of them than there are of us.
Your goblin math is correct.
So I would maybe like to go in this direction.
In what direction?
Look at the pinging.
So you're wanting to take the cart off-road and head east?
Yeah, I was going to say, get the cart.
You're gonna make Geldran have to roll at disadvantage to control the wagon?
No, damn it.
Yeah.
It's the problem. When you got a wagon, you got to take the roads.
Geldran, do you have spells to smite their faces?
We could try initially talking our way past.
As their conversation kind of stops as the mule, as Donkey makes some donkey noises as the cart kind of wiggles and creaks and bounces on the road, and you realize.
Is it an ominous silence, or is it a?
Well, you went from clop, clop, clop of the donkey to dead stop, so your wagon makes a little squeaky noise.
No, you said they went quiet when they heard donkey make noise.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to determine if it's an ominous silence.
It's probably ominous because you're looking at eyes looking right back at you.
Yep. So
the fact.
My hand in greetings,
we are talking. They're less than 50 feet away from you. They can clearly see you and your wagon.
It's like good morrow or whatever time of day, neighbors.
It's midday-ish.
Yeah.
So I feel that the video I shared in Facebook is appropriate, and you guys should watch it right now.
Okay. Going now. YouTube.
The important thing is you're back in the conversation. It's Whittle Goblin.
Yes. I feel that is appropriate to this situation.
For someone who's murdered as many people as you, you're too skittish.
That's pure good luck. And I did it from far away. Because up close, I would be that goblin.
Well, that's what you do, is you murder people, and then when they get up close, you say, "Oh, not in the face."
Poor little
Please,
goblin.
I'm a poor defenseless goblin.
I don't drop any good loot.
So before I say
Right.
roll initiative, who's gonna do what?
Well, like I said, I kind of hold my hand up and wave, like, greeting neighbors.
Greetings.
Howdy ho, neighbor.
Okay, so
I love it.
as you go, Hobgoblin Flanders.
Right?
Oh.
I mean, you never know. No, remember, there is a tree here, so it is blocking some of the view there. The tree here,
Yeah,
kind of blocking some of these guys.
that's
Yeah.
fine. We're just assuming there's a shit ton of them.
Ooh, cool. I have 2. That's lovely.
Okay, so as you're trying to be neighborly, why don't you go ahead and give me a
Are we rolling initiative?
well, in a sec. Don't need to be in a hurry for that. Go ahead and give me a roll there, War Chief, as
Right.
you
He's
go
talking.
with the whole, hey, make friend and travel with your persuasion check.
Yeah, so get ready for initiative.
David is very charismatic. Hobgoblin is not.
Persuasion.
They always hate it when you accidentally call them
Oh, hey,
pigskin.
look at that shit. How about
Natural 20 got knocked down to a 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of like, you come out all civilized Hobgoblin, and the guys you see, of course, you're immediately, they're picking up their weapons in a non-threatening way, mind you. You see hands go to crossbows, and then they're just like not whipping them up and pointing them. They just got them kind of pointed down to the ground. Fingers, safety check on the crossbow, not on the trigger. As one of them kind of like looks at you and kind of lifts his hand up, and in Goblin he basically says, and good day to you.
Something to celebrate about today? Seems like some excitement.
My and he basically gives the phrase of, in Goblin, that is his phalanx had a successful day of battle and came back with many spoils.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. That's always a good day. And are these like scruffy nerf herder looking dudes, or kind of commoners?
These guys definitely have the they've been hanging out in Sherwood Forest way too long look. They've got that whole scruffy, dirty, the veneer of civilization has been rubbed off already. It obviously looks like these guys are rough and tumble, scruffy nerf herders.
They look like me.
So I'm like, well, that's great. A good day on the battlefield.
As you can totally feel, he's sizing you up as you're sizing him up. There's this mutual like look and stare as he's looking at the sharpness of your weapons, and I'm assuming you're looking at the sharpness of his weapons.
Oh yeah, the glaives hanging off or sitting, on or leaned against the side of the seat there next to me, and then whip on the hip. That's it.
And the fact that you have a happy group of goblins bouncing around in the back of your wagon.
Yeah, with the wolf.
As he basically gestures to his men. He gives the clear hand sign of weapons down, but come on out. Make sure that nobody feels like they're being snuck up on or anything like that. He kind of like moves to the side, and then some of his guys kind of move around so they can clearly see around the tree. Just clearly giving you a size and numbers of his band. That whole respectful feel. And of course, they clear a path for you to take the cart past.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm waiting at the ready in case shenanigans happen.
Now, what do you mean as in waiting at the ready?
Well, I'm small. And I can hunker down in that cart with my crossbow ready.
Now your crossbow or your bow?
My weapon. It's just right there handy.
Just
Now,
like they have
Case.
theirs.
I mean, now, like I said, with them, they've got their weapons pointed at the ground, hands aren't on triggers, So when you say at the ready, I imagine a bow being drawn and pointed. So that's what I'm wanting to get from you. Is
Okay,
what
when I
does
say
it
at the
look
ready,
like right now?
It's not gonna, I'm not late, because, I'm assuming this, I'm tiny, the wagon is high enough that if I were to just, I take an inhale and I disappear.
You can try. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. It is totally within the realm of honesty that, yes, you could totally stealth regardless. But I was just wanting to know, as the cart gets closer, what are they seeing from you guys?
I am just really close to my wolfie.
I am also really close to her wolfie.
Wolfie feels very comfortable.
Goblins.
Because he's my friend.
And also, we're tiny little goblins.
Yeah, we're tiny.
But I mean, for the casual observer, for the camera that's imaginarily hovering over you guys, what does it look like? I mean, are you hunker down trying to hide yourselves, or are you just being cool and chill?
Cool and chill on my end. Because I can turn into a wolf and kill people, and I have confidence now.
So I am just going to try and almost physically disappear into my wolf.
Okay, roll a stealth.
As long as fearless leader is not fearless, then I'm not fear. I don't have fear.
Shit.
You totally think with that 7 that you've buried yourself into the wolf. And of course,
I'm invisible. You can't see me.
Your two compatriots, look at you like, what is this a special tactic?
It is for her. It's all good.
It's totally a special Nick's tactic of becoming one with the wolf.
And as I was asking with that stealth of 7, you don't have like you've just got your handful of arrows in your bow. You're not notching any or anything.
No. I'm just literally trying to meld with my wolf and become one.
Okay.
So she just looks awkwardly
because I'm a tiny little goblin.
Looks like she's awkwardly hugging her wolf. Yes,
pretty much.
Who somehow is making herself appear twice as big from a distance. Who knows how this happens?
So who's the talker?
This guy that's out in the lead is the talker.
Okay.
As we'll give you a little indication there.
Yep.
As soon as my roll 20 lets a click actually happen. Apparently,
I saw.
I'm having a lag spike. Bip.
Yeah, no,
there you go.
We totally saw.
I think after getting your internet bust off yesterday, Jesus.
None of us were happy about that.
None of us were happy.
Right.
Especially the mother-in-law who couldn't play WoW all night.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I hate when that happens. Unhappy mother-in-law, not a good thing. No. All right, so I will slowly start to roll forward.
Okay, so you start closing that 50-foot distance between you guys, and
yep.
You seem to notice that the guys that were behind the tree over here kind of threw some sacks full of, obviously you're assuming it's swag. They threw their swag bags, down so they could have their hands free to do what needed to be done, if anything. And they're giving you guys the cautious look of they're not sure what you can do, and you're obviously sure that these are a bunch of no good bandity types, but
sure.
You're a bunch of no good goblin types, so who's the judge?
Right.
True. This is
As
true.
I'm writing up, I'm like, a fine midday for the outdoors, gentlemen.
And he kind of looks at his men. Now, are you saying that in common or goblin? Since
in common.
Okay. And so he kind of nods and looks up, and he just could be cooler, could be wetter. Still good for business.
True that.
And awkward small talk as you guys close the distance down to 20 feet, and he basically mumbles quietly in common, something under his breath to his men. And they kind of like visibly relax, You notice that he's making sure nobody like panic fires on each other.
Right.
Always nice.
Always nice is everybody's calm in the back of the wagon as your two new compatriots kind of look at each other and start whipping out their little scimitars and kind of like look at each other, all excited.
Oh,
Chinks
no.
and Crinks.
Well, if I hear that, I turn back and give him a stare and shake my head.
As they just kind of like quietly say to you, "Tell us when we cut their throats."
And I just motion.
Goblin?
I kind of nod at our ranger to smack him
They say it
upside
very
the head.
quietly.
I order Borf to sit on them.
As
God.
So I'm assuming you're making it clear that they're not to jump out of the wagon and murder anybody.
Yes.
That's what you all of a sudden are realizing, that, oh shit, we forgot to tell these guys we're not killing everybody. Just because they heard all these stories about killing woodcutters, we don't kill every pink skin we come across.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when there's more of them than there are of us.
Yeah, handle them. Smack them around. Tell them no.
No,
For me.
smack. No
Okay.
kill.
So with that, they kind of like quietly sheathe their scimitars and kind of sulk in the back of the wagon. As there's almost a international incident. Okay, so you guys kind of like get right up on them. I mean, you guys are right here, and they seem to be like stepping back slowly, not threateningly.
I like how you say seem.
As they seem to be giving you guys the space that you need to pass.
Yep. And as I get right up and about there, I toss out 4 gold. Gentlemen, I hope your day is profitable. And I'll toss out 4 gold to the ground over here by the leader.
Yeah, and then they're going to want more.
Maybe.
Hey.
And he kind of like looks at you and
more.
gives this nod like, hey, you paid the toll.
Yeah, toll booth.
As he looks down at the ground and realizes that's the glint of gold and not copper coins, that he's just like, and good travels to you, friend Hobgoblin. And your consorts. As he kind of squints and looks at the goblins.
Yes. We have some business up. What are we going, north or south or east?
North, yep.
Yep. Some business up north.
As he kind of makes a quizzical look in his face, like, oh, okay. He seems to have an assumption when you say that, by the way.
Probably. Very good chance, yes. I figured he might.
And they basically calmly let you guys pass.
Woohoo! Go,
hey, look at
fearless
that.
leader.
With a -1 freaking to my charisma. Yay!
Good thing you had advantage and not the natural 1 that you rolled.
Right.
Once again, the classic natural 20 and natural 1 come up in the same set of rolls.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Okay, so you guys, you have that nervous half hour or so before these guys are all out of sight, and you realize that they're not like, doubling back and trying to chase you guys down.
Thank God.
Totally what you guys would do.
Well.
They're
on
not
any
our
other
objective
day,
right now, so.
On any other day, the wolves would take the bear on for the food, but not today.
Yeah. Other objectives, so gotta keep on focus. That's why I'm here.
Okay, so you guys kind of, you kind of bed down for the night when Mule is given all that Mule can give. I mean, unless you want to push Mule to the breaking point, I mean, you could totally do that.
I don't know.
Mule's been good to us.
Mule is good companion.
Yep, we look for a fairly well, as much as possible kind of spot to park up against that provides some kind of potential cover in that. or at least protects somewhat one side of us.
Okay, so you guys set up a nice little semi-defensible position. Do you guys set out a fire, or you just keep things dark?
I mean, we can see in the dark, but do we need heat to survive?
You're like a normal person. Yes, you have night vision, but having fire is nice, you know.
I mean, I got a wolf.
Well, yeah, it's like, I don't know, what's the time of year? We don't need fire for heat right now, right?
It's early summer, late spring. So yeah, technically temperature-wise, you could cover yourself up with something and don't worry about getting a chill or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Figure we can go with the dark camp for tonight and eat jerky or dry ration type stuff.
Yes.
I like this.
So I guess we got to set watch.
You don't
Yeah.
have to. I mean,
Well, yes, we do.
It's a wise
I do not
thing
trust
to
you.
do, yes.
Oh, Talia.
okay, so what is your order of watch, by the way?
I'll do second shift.
Same.
Well,
So you're all on the same shift.
you can't do the same shift. The point
Oh.
is,
No, you
I
can
only
totally
heard
do
you
the
say
same
it.
shift.
I will take morning.
I'll take first watch then.
so you're gonna have us roll.
Hold on,
Yeah.
he has to go through the watches.
So first watch is going to be our druid. Okay. Who's taking second watch?
Me.
Can I have one of the other NPC peoples we have right now with me?
Only
or no?
if you say their name of which one's taking it.
Okay, hold on. I look at names. Crinks.
Crinks? Okay. Crinks is totally like, hey, this new gobliness, she likes me.
I'll
Okay.
take the other one in the morning shift, just that way I can do my morning reading and stuff as well.
Okay, so you guys, you set up a nice semi-defensible position. You feel comfortable with your camp. Conveniently, boom. That's kind of what it looks like. This is a nice, good place to park up against.
Nice.
As we're saving the GM time and not changing the map much.
So
So
you're good.
there's the general idea of where you're camping up against. So how spread out are you guys getting? I mean, are you all staying piled in the back of the wagon? Is somebody sleeping under the wagon?
I'll be under the wagon.
Because of course
I'll be next to Mule.
you goblins can totally fit everywhere. I mean, think of small 5 and 6-year-old children. They can sleep anywhere.
I am under the wagon.
Okay, is Tarkin's asleep in the tree over there?
Yep.
Okay, so coincidentally, as you guys all eat, get your fill, take care of the horse, do all the usual camp stuff. So as everybody starts chilling, and our druid is doing her thing on watch with one of the guys.
Thanks.
Are you having any conversation with Crinks of any particular type? I mean, this is you can talk to or / interrogate. For Exna, you can interrogate basically, or Naze. As
Naze.
you can Nazi, as you can totally interrogate him.
Why would I want to? Okay, so in my point of view, these people saved me. So why would I just want to get to know them in the most
by interrogation, I
personal...
mean, get information out of them, talk to them, small talk.
Right. Yeah, so, small talk, I guess, however goblins do that.
He basically says, hey, I've got my own part of the underground. Do you want to come back to my place and make baby goblins?
Oh my god.
No.
If you ever get the chance, definitely read the D&D update on goblins, of what Goblin Society is like. They generally don't
Yeah.
let their females out of the warren because they want them breeding.
Oh, I've read it. No.
Yeah, it's a good thing your warlord
No.
is very progressive with his co-ed citizenship.
Mm-hmm. So with that little thing, I'm going to be like, no, and turn away.
And he will make some half-hearted apology and try to like give you some extra ration food to apologize for being rude guy.
Oh, I take it, but I still turn away.
Ooh, okay, good to know. Good to know.
I don't think so, sir.
Like, do your watch.
Yeah, do your watch.
Okay, so
How
do
dare
me a
you.
favor and roll a perception.
Perception. Okay.
And unfortunately, you don't get advantage because, you guys aren't working together. You sent him away and didn't want to associate with him after he got too alpha goblin-y.
Yeah, no, there's only one alpha in this place, and it's not him. All right. Okay, here we go. Perception, right?
Yep.
Okay. Anger.
It's because you're a little frustrated, and it could be the anger aspect that's just got you, you
Hothead,
little turd,
smoke coming out of my ear, eating my rations. Okay.
As
what?
his offensiveness just offended your sensitive druidic behaviors. And first watch, a little rustling of the trees happens, so, some hint of interestingness goes on. Let me do a little roll. They're just a mess of people. Wow, yeah. So did someone get disconnected?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, I heard a weird beep, like someone got reconnected.
Oh, weird. Maybe it was you. I don't know.
Well, since you're all hearing me and listening to me, I'm assuming it's not me.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you two are kind of like, keeping an eye on things and looking around, but you're really just trying to avoid each other.
Yes.
All of a sudden you hear a slight noise. Can't quite place it because the little night breeze that's going along. As all of a sudden you guys look and you see this like sparkle not too far from you guys. About a good 10 feet away, and then all of a sudden there's lights dancing in the air.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a saving throw.
Oh no.
Saving throw. Of which one?
It's going to be oh my god, is it not? It's not a saving throw, is it?
No, it doesn't look like it.
No, it's not. So.
Oh wait, saving throw DC 0. Oh no. Wait, hold on. What? Oh no.
Okay, so 6d10. So immediately he looks at the lights, and then all of a sudden you just see him and just looks like, pretty lights. And all of a sudden he kind of like looks at you and kind of just like glazes over his eyes, and he's just like, my eyes don't work. My eyes not working.
Oh, okay. Does the same thing happen to me?
How many hit points do you have?
31.
Oh god.
Well,
I have
what's the oh
31.
god, Talia?
I'm just, oh god, the fact that you're
She's
asking how many
reacting.
hit points.
Okay.
No, I have 31
So
hit points.
so you kind of blink your eyes and you have those like tracers, like you just watched fireworks go off and they start to fade, and you just like blink your eyes and you're okay.
Okay.
But he's just like groping the ground in front of him, going, I can't see. I can't see. What happened? Are we under attack? Is it those humans? We should have murdered them all. And he's just like crawling around. He's being really quiet because he, of course, doesn't want to draw any fire if there's something going on.
Okay.
And you hear some rustling going on behind you, but you don't see anything.
Behind me, like back here?
Behind you, like, is an over here by the bushes.
Oh, back here. Okay, even worse. Okay.
As there's just like this hint of a noise, but you just can't place it unless you want to use a perception check.
I do want to use a perception check now that you've said it.
And that's a good place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Please follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/CPPN to never miss a show or stream.
Hello, this is Eric.
And Wendy Strog with Stone Valley Hobby and Games.
We sell board games, card games, role-playing games, and supplies. We have thousands of Magic the Gathering cards available, carry Kickstarter products, and work with veteran-owned small businesses to bring you our own line of products.
We are a small business retailer, but we offer competitive prices, a loyalty system, and free shipping on orders over $100.
As a military veteran myself, I'm a strong supporter of our armed forces, their families, and contractors out there doing the hard job. So any order from an AA, AE, or EP address will be shipped absolutely free.
Remember, StoneValleyGames.com, where we take your leisure seriously.
So if you have Disney Plus, by the way, watch Visions for some Star Wars crunchy goodness.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that yet, but I remember seeing stuff on that.
I actually started watching about half hour ago, and I'm only 2 episodes in, but it's basically reimaginations of Star Wars with heavy Star Wars context.
Nice.
They do this like classic samurai protecting a town from bad guys, but they twist on it, the idea, so it's really cool. And then the next one is, 2 twins birthed by the dark side. We haven't heard that concept in Star Wars before.
Oh, very cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So if you have Disney Plus, yes, watch Visions from Star Wars. And today went to Roadhouse Theater and got to catch Shang-Chi finally. It's
You
definitely,
did too? I saw it too.
It is
today.
definitely worth seeing.
It's worth seeing in the theater.
It is it's definitely worth seeing in the theater for the special effects.
Yes.
And I have a feeling we will be seeing him in the Marvel Universe further, which is a good thing.
Yes, it is.
And of course, classic Marvel superhero movie, stay after the credits all the way to the end.
All the way, yeah.
But that was a happy surprise. I knew it was probably going to be good, but I was happily surprised that it was good.
I'd heard some decent stuff on it.
Mm-hmm. And they kind of point out the fun that they made, with Mandarin and Iron Man. Because of course, the Mandarin and his 10 rings. Since the MU version is nothing like the comic book version. And apparently there's a Disney short that you should watch before you watch Shang-Chi. I was told to watch it afterwards, so I have not watched it yet.
How do I turn the camera off?
You click the little camera button and you click it off.
Yeah, there you go.
Turn off! Camera, there we go.
I'll totally make you feel better and pop on the camera for a second. Hi.
So there was like 3 different shorts that came out all at the same time with Agent Carter, the 10 Rings thing, and Coulson.
Ah.
Yeah. And they are, you definitely should have watched it before seeing Shang-Chi.
I don't know.
Hilarious and good.
I was still kind of brokenhearted with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. back in the day when Winter Soldier came out, because the TV show and the movie went side by side on the storyline, which was perfect. Like, that Friday you had to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so when the movie came out, it was a continuation.
Yeah.
So, Talia, you may want to do something with your mic, because that fan noise is coming through really loud.
Pretty heavy duty.
It does sound like a
Give me a
chainsaw.
second. Do you hear it now?
Cannot
No.
hear it now.
But you're kind of echoey.
Yeah, let me try and find another headset. All right?
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right, so how do I actually level up characters in Roll20? Because, like,
Well, there's two different ways you can do it. You can say, Jim, level me up to level 4, and I'll do it for you, and I ask you some quick questions. Or you can bust out the player's book and some dice and start going step-by-step leveling your character up. These are your two options.
So for Roll20, I'm going to say, hey, Jim, do you think you can roll up my character for me, please?
Okay, so in Roll20, I will proceed to pull up your Druid.
Okay.
And I will go to your character sheet, so don't touch anything. Close your character completely out, so you're not seeing your character.
Will do. There you go.
Because I've discovered that can cause problems if two people are doing it while you're doing the level up process.
Makes sense.
And I'm going to go to your core page and then click the little gear thing and go down to the launch level charactermancer. Now, granted, for me, I have more options than you do because I've bought a bunch of the books off Roll20.
Good point.
And then I will click next, and it's asking if you want the average of dice for leveling up hit points, or would you like to take your chances and roll?
Average, please.
Okay, so the average is 5. The average is good. It's a good average.
Yeah.
Okay, and you said you're going Circle of the Moon for shapeshifting?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Is this better?
Yes.
That is better, yep.
Okay.
So, Anaia, for your character, at level 4, are you opting to take feats, which add to your character's abilities, or the ability score modifier, so you're raising your stats? So you have a choice of feats, or your stats go up.
I want my stats to go up for right now.
Okay, so you have 2 +1s. Where would you like to put them? You can put them together, or you can put them separately. Currently, you have a strength of 10, a dex of 15, a con of 15, an intel of 8, a wisdom of 15, and a charisma of 12.
In wisdom.
So you want them both in wisdom?
Yeah, 1 in wisdom, and what was the 10?
The 10 is in strength. The 8 is in your intel. Raising an 8 to a 9 will not give you a bonus, by the way. It's not until it hits 10 does it get to a...
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, put them both in wisdom.
Okay, so it's cranking your big, wise head up to 17, which is a good number.
Yes.
Okay, so looks like you get... you get 2 more spells. So is there any spells you'd like to see on your character sheet? Level 1 or level 2 for Druid? Like Moonbeam, I believe you were interested in?
Yeah, I got Moonbeam. I just didn't write it in.
Well, at this point, since I'm doing the character building, it'll auto-generate it into your character. See how nice this is?
Okay.
Okay, so what else besides Moonbeam?
I can't remember what I have. I'm so bad at memory when it comes to this stuff. Do I already have Thorn Whip?
Let me check. Yes, you do.
I do have that. Okay, I'm looking. Druid spells. Here we go. Do I have... I should have Healing Word already, right?
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
You do.
Okay. Looking in level 2. Spike Growth. Do I have that?
Okay.
Okay, spike growth. The ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point with you twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns.
Yeah, do I have it?
You do not. Would you
That
like
one.
it?
I want that one.
Okay, so that's your two choices. I like that. Those are good choices. Okay, that's it for spells. Let's go to the
Okay.
next. And just like that, if you look at your character sheet, you are now level 4.
Yay!
Oh, Talia, so we were saying earlier, if you have Disney Plus, watch Visions for Star Wars, because there's some cool Star Wars shorts.
Thing, right?
Yep, it's an anime thing. It's super, Japanese animation style, takeoff so far.
Ooh,
And
that sounds fun.
if you can get to the movie theater, go see Shang-Chi. It's totally worth seeing.
It's so good. I just saw it today. It's so good.
It's one of those
that
I would totally
I'll
watch
go to
it
the
again.
movie because people keep going without me.
Aww.
It's all right. I'm used to it at this point.
Shang-Chi was the first movie I got back into the theaters for. Don't tell Andy.
So when you're done helping Anaia do her character, can you help me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so I will jump into your character real quick. Make sure you close everything down. As I totally know that Anaia's poking around her character sheet because the page has changed.
Right now, yes.
Okay, so we've got you have not leveled up in a while, my dear. You're still level 2 ranger. You should be level 4 ranger.
Holy cow.
You probably missed the episode where we leveled up. Okay, so level 3, are you wanting the average hit points or do you want to take your chances and roll a dice for your hit points?
I mean, maybe I can roll a dice. What dice would I roll?
Well, it'll auto roll for you, but it basically comes down to, are you willing to take a chance on a dice roll or do you want just the average number?
Let's just figure, you know what? Let's take a chance.
The average number is 6, but if you're willing to take your chance, you came up ahead of the game with a 7.
Yay!
Look at that, you took a chance. So at level 3, you picked an option for Beastmaster. You totally should have picked an option. So your options are Beastmaster, Fey Wanderer, Gloomstalker, which by the way, Gloomstalker is amazing if you want to be chasing things down and killing shit. Horizon Walker, Hunter, Monster Slayer, or Swarm Keeper. Swarm Keeper is totally creepy.
I think that, well, I'm torn between Swarm Keeper or Beast, was it Beastmaster or Beast?
Beastmaster?
What was it? Yeah. Because, with my pack.
Okay, Beastmaster is a good choice.
Now, I eventually wanted to get some bard levels.
Jewel.
Okay, well let's get you to level 3 as a ranger first.
Okay. Because mostly I want vicious mockery.
Oh,
so
that's
as a level 3 bard, you have let's see what you're missing here. You've learned one level 1 spell.
Okay.
You currently have Beast Bond and Speak with Animals. What's your new spell going to be?
Where do I look to see where my options are?
That would be in the player's handbook.
Oh, that I would have to put. All right. Can you wait while I go grab my players?
Okay. Or you can just Google Ranger spell list, and I'm sure Google will give you something. Especially if it says roll 20, click that one.
Ranger spell list. 5E? Is it 5E?
Yep, 5E.
Okay. Okay. All right. And it's I gotta look at first level spells, right?
Yep. It'll be in the first level department, because that's what level 3 gets you, is the first level.
So I already got Beast Bond.
And Speak with Animals.
Okay. Okay. Hunter's Mark, Hail Thorns, Jump Long Strider, Searing Smite, Speak with Animals, Sudden Awakening, Wild Cunning. What's a Zephyr Strike? What What is that?
Zephyr's Strike is cast a bonus action to cast. You move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. The attack deals an extra 1d8 damage. And
See, I
it's
feel like
concentration
this
for up to a minute.
See, I feel like this would help the whole popping out, shooting, popping back in.
Or,
I would think.
Or popping out, shooting, and running away.
Yeah, that's basically the point, because I'm small and squishy, and I just want to hit things and then run and or hide.
And it's a bonus action spell that you concentrate, so as long as you don't get hit, you don't have to worry about losing the spell.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I've picked that one for you. And it's going to tell you the only difference you've got is basically your hit points are the only thing that's changing, as well as the spell. So boom.
Okay. That's for level 3.
So for level 4, what do you want to do? And I don't know if you can multi-class Bard. I don't think your charisma is high enough right now.
Damn it. Okay.
Where's my cell phone? Because I'm on the computer, so I don't want to Google with the cell phone.
I don't even know what my charisma is right now.
Your charisma is 10, which I definitely believe is too low for multi-classing Bard.
Ugh. I want Vicious Mockery so bad.
Probably has to be 12, I would think.
Yeah, usually it is. Let me check. Multi-class. And of course, the one article I find does not have the multi-class 5e. That should bring up that chart. Because there's a chart for the different careers. Okay, yeah, it's 13 for the primary stat of the new class. So if you want a multi-class barbarian, it's strength 13. For the bard, you have to have a charisma of 13. If you were looking into multi-classing, you could multi-class fighter, druid, cleric, rogue, which is kind of redundant for a goblin.
Sorry about that. My internet cut out. So if you said anything in the past minute, I didn't hear it.
So yeah, you have to have a charisma of 13 for bard.
Well, crap. All right. That Vicious Mockery would have been the best thing ever.
Oh, it's not that good of a power.
It's so sad.
But it fits the character.
Means I need to totally get you into a Star Wars game where you can play a character with scathing tirade.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
I talk shit and make you fall down. Okay, so for level 4, what do you want to opt?
Okay, so what do I do for level? What are my options for level 4?
So do you want another level of ranger, or are you wanting to multi-class? Your limit.
Well, I can't multi-class yet because I need higher charisma, because I am determined that I will at some point get Vicious Mockery.
Okay. So
I gotta go ranger.
Okay, so we'll launch the character mancer. Make sure you closed out of your character.
I believe I did, yes. Okay.
So level 4 ranger. You have a choice of average hit points, or do you want to risk rolling?
Let's add average. I'm not going to risk it.
Okay, average is good. Okay, so that's the first question. You are Beastmaster Ranger. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then you get an ability score increase. You have 2 +1s that you can put into any stat, or a feat, which it sounds like you're probably going to go with the +1s.
Yeah.
So currently your strength is at an 8, which is a -1 for anything strength-based. Your dex is at a 17, which is amazing. Constitution at a 14, intel at 12, wisdom at 14, and charisma is sitting at 10.
Well, charisma.
So you're wanting to put both the points in charisma?
Maybe.
Is that your final answer?
Well, the thing is, maybe I should do 1 charisma and 1 strength, because I maybe want to try and get my strength to not be a negative.
Okay. Remember that negative will be a negative until you get to 10. So just putting 1 point in it won't actually give you any benefit.
All right, then put them both at charisma then.
Okay.
They're each, it's basically even numbers give you the next change of bonus.
Yep. So like charisma 12, you're now going to be +1 to charisma stuff. Makes you
I'm
super
just going to
friendly
slowly
and
try and
intimidating.
raise it until I can get to the point where I can multi-class.
You know what it
Always
means is you've been
posted.
socializing with non-animals and you're getting more charismatic because of it.
Mhm.
Sure.
So in regards to spells, you now get a, let's see, spells replaced. Okay, it looks like no new spells. And I'm clicking it now. Your character sheet is, in fact, leveled up to level 4 now.
Yay.
I'm just eyeballing it real quick to make sure everything looks right. Okay, yep, everything looks right.
Yay.
And you have a lot more stuff on your character sheet now.
Yes.
Yay. All the yays.
Woohoo!
All right, so I can look at my character sheet now?
Yep.
Okay. So question.
Uh-huh.
Have we any news on any new game members?
We do not. I've sent out a couple questions, but apparently nobody was free this weekend to start any trouble. So conveniently, you will notice on the screen that there are 2 goblins that can gladly join you guys who are up for some trouble, Jinxs and Crinks. If a new player comes along, they will probably die horribly, but...
Oh.
Nice.
So let me see what that does to your Borf. Because I do believe his stats will change now that you're turning him into a primal pet, basically.
Yay.
Primal pet.
Primal pet. And the fact that you can now do cooler shit with him if you're looking at your character abilities.
Okay, character abilities. Primal awareness, primal companion. Okay. Primal beast, withdraw strength from your bond with nature.
Choose its stat block.
Oh, he's a beast of the land, so.
Let's pull up Beast of the Land. Let's pull up Borf. And shrink the screen size so I can see both. This is when I say, okay, where's my player's handbook behind me? As I have all my books sitting here at my desk. Because apparently the link I pulled up online for it is not that helpful.
So, according to this, where do I see spells?
That would be on the spell page.
Okay, give me a second. Okay. Can I choose some different cantrips? Because I have Druidic Warrior.
I think that's where you've already got a druid spell as your cantrip. Because rangers don't normally get cantrips.
Okay. Whenever you gave a level in this class, you can replace one of these cantrips with another cantrip from the Druid spell list.
Yeah, so if you'd like to change the one that you have for another one, you can totally do that.
Yeah, I would like to do that. So I just gotta
should have told me when I was character building it, because now you have to do it
I
manually.
didn't know. I'm like reading new things.
You can totally do it.
Like...
It's just that you have to do it yourself in the character sheet, just to let you know.
Okay, I don't know how to do that, but okay.
Okay, so pulling up.
I'm trying to look up Druid cantrips.
What is your proficiency bonus currently on your character sheet?
Me?
You, yes.
Proficiency bonus is a 2.
Double check your character sheet. Yeah, 4. You're still a 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? It shouldn't be 2, should it? Yeah, 4 is still 2. It's 5 when it changes to 3. That's right. Okay, so 2. So Borf's new stats are choose a beast no larger than medium. Add your proficiency bonus to the AR, so your dog's a lot harder to hit now.
Yay!
Woohoo!
That's always good.
He's now harder to hit.
Okay, I don't see anything here that I want to do, so never mind. Well, like the only ones involved, like Shillelagh, there's like Shillelagh, and I'm like, no, my character would not get close enough to someone to hit them.
If you're using Shillelagh, you've already failed on many things.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Borf's AC attack roll and damage roll as well as saving proficiency. Add maximum hit points equal to its stat book 4 times your ranger level. So the hit points have gone up a few points. And definitely see the rules on commanding your wolf, because he's a lot easier for you to command now.
Okay.
Because you
Where would the rules for that be?
That's on your character sheet. That whole section that I have opened up on your character sheet for you.
Where it says Primal Companion?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Use X during your turn. It can move and use its reactions on its own, but only one action takes its dodge action unless you take a bonus action on your turn. Okay. All right. Okay, interesting. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
And he's better at biting. And damage rolls. Wow, I forgot how much damage a wolf does. They got some really good chompers. I mean, 2d4 plus their strength modifier.
Yay!
Good.
Oh no, dex modifier. And let's double check and make sure Borf's sheet recorded everything correctly. Yes, Borf has now been updated. He's now better than your average wolf, because now he is your primally bonded wolf.
He's better than your average Borf.
But did you see that part about the on your turn you can command your beast to move?
It's so cool.
You can use your action to command it to attack, dash, disengage, dodge, help.
When does it become a bonus action? Because I remember being a ranger and I could attack and then I could have my beast attack. Is that 5th level?
Let's see. Exceptional training. At level 7, on any of your turns when your beast companion doesn't attack, you can use a bonus action to command it to dash, disengage, dodge, or help.
Okay.
And starting at 11, The beast makes 2 attacks instead of 1 attack.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that was one of the ones that D&D admitted multiple times that they didn't want to change the letting the ranger have a free attack with its pet and a free attack with themselves, because at lower levels it becomes a little OP.
Right.
Because if you're shooting a guy and your dog's chewing on the guy, that's like way more DPS than the ranger should be doing.
Okay.
Especially since most ranger shooting stuff do a lot of DPS. Or those crafty
if it's getting
dual-wielding
multiple
rangers.
attacks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you and Borf are leveled up.
Yay! Thank you.
So as I said, you guys do have 2 goblins that heard of your exploits. Mainly, they heard from the goblins that you guys sent back to camp, because they were super proudly, bragging on you guys. So Clinks and Jinxs are more than willing to join the party as your fun time goblins. They, of course, only have the leather armor they've got. I think it's leather armor. Let me double check.
What are they? Base fighters?
They're basic, your typical fighter goblins. So they have, and you can see their character sheets, by the way. You all have access to their character sheets. So you can move their minis if you want to say, I throw a quick command at them to do something. And you can do attacks for them. So they have just leather armor, no shields. They're each wielding a scimitar and a short bow. And you guys should totally be able to manipulate their tokens.
All right.
As I'm double checking to make sure that you can.
Yep, I can.
And they have AC of 13 because they're not wearing shields, and 7 hit points.
Wow.
They expendable.
7 whole hit points, huh?
And now I'm like, there's a TikTok that's about a goblin. It's like, I only got 1 hit point. It's like ridiculous.
It's not fun when you're the goblin with only 1 hit point. I'm gonna die. Like if you ever saw the old Transformers Beast Wars, goblins are the rat trap of the team. Every time something happens, the first thing they say is, I'm gonna die.
Oh, rat trap, yeah.
Oh, they're +4 to hit. It's not terrible. So
Yeah, they're good at what they do. I mean, do not doubt goblins are good at what they do, which is attack, hide, and attack again, because, goblins attacking with advantage is always a deadly thing.
Stealth +6. All right. Alrighty then. Sounds like a wiener.
I'm due to be in town 1, 2, 3, 4 Sundays from now.
And what event is that
God.
for?
Serenity in the Desert at the Loft Cinemas.
And what is Serenity in the Desert about, for those who don't know?
It's a charity event. It's a charity screening of the movie Serenity, which is based on the show Firefly. And we are raising money for the Women's Foundation of Southern Arizona. And their money raised goes towards domestic violence shelters and food banks.
For those of us that can't attend, can we donate online?
Go to my website, ArizonaBrowncoats.us, and click on our Donate Now button. Doing it now.
Okay, that's just so awesome. I'm totally ripping that off and putting it at the end of my podcast for the next couple weeks.
Wow.
That was like the best promo ever.
So